Alright, yo, 21st of November, Friday. Quite ugly, I'll be honest. Um, just to recap on the last one, I think 94,000. I was in 94,000 trade, and I had my stop below here, just some space. I got stopped out, and I put double risk on this, so I got stopped out to. I tried scaling back, and didn't work. Same with ETH as well. ETH was around, what was it? 2.95, I think it was, yeah. And I had my stop around here, and I just got stopped out. So it was just over 3R, and that hurt a lot. I think that's my worst losing day in over 2 years. And it happens, but like upon recollection, when the dust settled, I gave myself 24 hours just to chill and all that. Uh, yeah, it was a very obvious loss, and I didn't really follow my procedures well, and that happens, and it's fine. But next time, like, not always is it a free ass. Maybe 2, 3 years ago, I would have liquidated myself. So it's important to stay in mind. Um, First things first, right? It's since from here, if you will, it's been straight downtrend. In the context of the market, you don't wanna try knife catch, try knife catch, try knife, try knife, try knife catch, whatever. That's one argument, yeah. My key level is here, or my big mass liquidation was here, with the possibility of bouncing here from the demand area. So I thought we'd get something like this, and that's not a bad idea at all, and it is a very very powerful level, SR if you will here, right here. It does make sense, right? However, if we go now here to the 4 hour, it's just not the reaction you want to see here. Straight into supply. Okay, cool. If we make a new low, we want it to be sharp. Weak, weak, weak. Supply formation kind of showing. Big close here. You have to get out here. Why I didn't get out, I'm not sure. This is backed up by the delta as well. Granted, big buys here. Big buys, good reaction. Another good reaction. Sellers trying to fight. Massive reaction here. Now here, buyers can't push it more. Sellers coming, and now it's just deciding whether to do it here. Well, what should we do now? Sellers are getting a bit more aggressive. Open interest is rising. Volume is not that great. Here you have major buyers here, 2 billion. Yeah, grant you have a bit of a reaction, and then following which you just have a massive dump. So it's like there's huge buying orders coming here. Still a lot of buying orders, and it's just nothing is happening. There's not much here. This doesn't even look convincing to me now, so I'm just trying to stay away from it. So yeah, if I had to say what went wrong with the 3R loss, I'd just say something. Okay, first point, we're fighting the trend, even though it was a powerful level. Cool. We could say because we were fighting the trend, we didn't wait for a market structure break or slash market structure shift, whatever you want to call it, slash breaker structure, whatever you want to call it. Thirdly, we knew there was no buying power from the delta. Fourthly, price action was arse. I think And having known this is true, this is true, this is true, this is true, this is kind of the situation where, okay, maybe we should not try knife catch. We should maybe just wait for a little range to develop, you know. We'll sweep here, enter on a reclaim or enter the sweep. Or better yet, if it comes down here, you enter on a retest. So it's like, yeah, I think I tried being a bit too cute, a bit too clever, and I paid the price for it. It did not feel nice at all, you know, firming over 3R on two trades. Um, Especially when I had a fantastic week the week before, you know, wins on pump, Ethereum shorts. Uh, I essentially gave all my profits away. Wasn't a nice feeling. And Zek as well, speaking of that, I did enter a long here and I closed it around here. It was just a little too Zek is a bit confusing for me. It really shouldn't make a new low here because okay, you have a little range here. Demand, it should take out the highs. That's what I'd expect. Especially when you have a deviation here, you should get another deviation here. So I'll look for a confirm of structure here um, to short, but to me now it probably just looks like it's just going to die now here, which I'm not very happy with. It should really give another new all-time high, unless it's quickly to just pump here from here, which I don't really see happening. It could happen if Bitcoin just starts to find a bottom. But yeah, that's it really. Pump, it's kind of died. Yeah, rejection off here. So uh, either flips this, enter here, maybe a little double bottom. If not, then it's just gonna roll over, make new lows. Hype, kind of dead as well. So yeah, for these coins, I'm just looking to short. If they have a squeeze, I'll just short them. Um, yeah, so plans going forward. Really and truly, I don't have any right now. I'm gonna wait for the weekly close and see what it is, but we do have clear pictures on a higher time frame now. Weekly demand, Ethereum, weekly demand 2. Most likely, yeah, it's a good level, I guess. But if we were to range this, we'll have to treat it as a range accordingly. There's two ways you can play it. You can play a little range here, or you can just range the demand level. Me, I'd rather just wait for it to make its own range. So if we get something like a maybe another sweep, and then enter that, or enter here, or enter on a reclaim here, wherever it may be. So essentially, we're just waiting for a new range to form. So I'll give it a couple weeks to do that. Uh, you don't necessarily want to be shorting here just because it's such a key level. It's a monthly and a weekly demand and a daily demand at some point. Yeah, kind of daily. So you don't necessarily want to be shorting. Now this move has kind of played out already. You you want to look for intraday trades, forming a range, all of that before a shifting structure, shifting context, and then you just start looking for longs here, long here, long here, whatever it may be, until you get to here maybe, and then we'll see what it will say after that. But again, on the weekly, unlike the other coins and stuff, it hasn't broken structure. We're still in a bullish structure. In fact, it's very bullish because if you treat this as like a if you treat this as a high, low, higher high, lower low, this is a close above the last high. So this is to me a break in market structure here. So if I'm looking at this now, as I would do for my daily or H4 candles, wherever it may be. Me, I'm long in the SR of the market structure break, which is coincidentally this supply, this demand. You have this SR level of key importance here. You also will have a fib here as well. There's a lot of confluence here, and it's a lot of, you know, factors at play. You can even, I'm sure there'll be something on the 3 months maybe. SR here maybe you can even say. It's a very, very powerful area. 6 months maybe, I doubt it, but yeah, it's the same. Very powerful area. So that's why I'm just saying it's with the higher time frame context, you don't necessarily want to be shorting into here. This will most likely be a long time here. Maybe a month, maybe two. But yeah, it's a very, very important level. Uh, just now that we have set the scene that this is the market structure break, don't be surprised now if Ethereum goes to new all-time highs. 6k maybe. Let's see what the fib extension gives us. 5.3, 6k maybe. If we add the point 309, there you go, retest it, rejected there. We're going for a fib of this leg. It's very, very simple. So I'm just saying, like, don't marry a bias now. And if you're not the most technical, don't go for trades. Um, Intraday trades, that is. So Ethereum is very, very clean on the higher time frame. But this is where it kind of differs a bit now because Bitcoin, I would say it has broken structure on the weekly, which is interesting. So it's a case of can it break up into here? Or will it reject here or here? Will it reject in this range? Very interesting. Again, we'll just have to see. Bitcoin it's had a lot of it got beat up a bit more. If you would say the structure looks a bit weaker on Bitcoin. Like I said, and I don't really know what's going to happen then. You can make an argument that ETH, BTC, Ethereum could just go on a run without Bitcoin. If I'm being honest, the fundamentals don't make sense. I'm literally just going off technical analysis, and it's broken the downtrend as well. So it could just leave Bitcoin behind slowly. If you just go on the bands, I wonder what the bands are saying. Okay, probably crossed over on the daily already. Yeah. So if he holds this level, it would be very interesting. So I'm just paying the context right now. Yeah, cool. Big levels here. So no general direct game plan. We're just waiting for price to unfold. Solana looks terrible, man. Um, say head and shoulders, triple tap, range deviation, whatever you want to call it. Um, I think if we get this price here, I'd love to buy. Just round off there. Never, I don't think we'll get this ever again, but we'll get something similar over here maybe. I will start accumulating the fuck out of Solana here. Hopefully we get that. That's it for Solana. If I get more triggers to short, I'll short. Yeah. What's the daily saying? Maybe if you get squeezed up into here, short further. Yep, seems right. Whole time you just trying to do me wrong. And now I'm about to pop a seal in this Patron. That new DB album's fucking mad. All right, yeah, that's it really. So we're just waiting for Bitcoin and Ethereum to do its little thing, ranges. It's Friday. I have no interest in trading it, and I've taken fat L's this week. So yeah, we'll just keep it going for that. Um, yeah, to me it makes sense if we just build a range here, maybe a little death sweep, and yeah, see you later. Cool, nice one.